Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, everybody. Good morning from Colorado is where I am, and everybody else can tell us when they get introduced. But welcome to day one, yay, of card making with with SVGs Plus, yay! So this is just like the Crafty Chat. We're gonna just kind of hang out, talk. We'll have everybody introduce themselves. Give you, if you haven't met them before, you can find more about them. Each one of these guys is a speaker in the summit. Kelly's project is live today. I know that. All of the projects should be available for viewing already. I checked, so I actually put them up half an hour early. So hopefully everybody's going along and getting into that. If you need help, my husband is currently on the service chat, so you can email hello@cardmakingwithsvgs.com if you need help. Otherwise, let's get rolling. So I'm going to go to my right, and I see Debbie here. So Debbie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and I do a lot of card making. I love doing pretty much all different types of crafts, but lately on my channel we've done a lot of Halloween, we've done a lot of Christmas, and since Craftoween in August, end of August, I've been live almost every single day. I think I'm insane. So forgive the insanity, but if you want to take your lunch break and come hang out, I'll be live again today at noon on my channel. But like I said, I do a lot of card making. I do sublimation with artistry iron-on inks. I do a lot of light-up cards like the one we did last night with Pear Blossom Press lights. And I throw SVGs and such into the mix, like the card that I made for today's summit. So that's a little bit about me. I live in Central Florida, so it's always hot. I just turned the fan on behind me because the AC doesn't know it's hot in here yet. So if it's blowing on me, I'm cool. If it's not, I'm roasting. So if I start sweating or my hair goes weird, I apologize. And I love that everybody's chatting in the chat. So hello, Teresa. She said, thank you, Debbie J. I'm so excited to be here. Yay!
Lots of people in the chat.
I love it.
Okay, Kelly, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Cool. Hi, everybody. My name is Kelly Rossouw. I live in Cape Town in South Africa, and this is my card. So as like Elena mentioned, my card is live today, which is super exciting. And yeah, I really love print and cut projects. So I do lots of print and cut projects just because I think it's the one thing that people are like the most intimidated about doing with their Cricuts, but it's really, once you get like a few of the basics down, there are so many fun projects that you can do. You guys are going to get a little bit of a sneak peek, but I actually filmed this tutorial last week, and basically, I'm going to show you the other one because this one's a little bit easier. It's like a dirty to clean dishwasher thingy. That's the technical term. So like there's just so many fun projects that you can make with it, and that's pretty much what I do. I teach Cricut tutorials and things like that because I really love them, and I have lots of guides and things like that to help you out with print and cut because I know how intimidating it can be. So I'm super excited for you guys to try my project. I did foil, HTV, and print and cut on my project. Loved it. This is probably one of my favorite cards that I've made. So I hope that you guys enjoy my workshop. Like I said, it's live today.
And what does your shirt say?
Oh, it says book travert. It says a person who prefers the company of a fictional character to real people.
Oh, I need that.
It was actually gifted to me, so.
Nice. I also need the dishwasher thing too.
It's super useful. It's super useful.
Seriously. Nice. Shelly, tell us about you.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So I'm Shelly from We Can Make That. Oh, I should have cleaned up my office. Anyway, I have been doing Cricut since the first Cricut came out, and I started the blog in 2017. And before that, I was a graphic designer and designed all sorts of things for the print industry and the business world, and then transitioned to just running the blog last year. So I'm excited about that. And in the summit, I'm doing an envelope So I have an envelope that you cut with an SVG, but I did a bonus one in there, and you can fold an envelope from a 12 by 12 cardstock in like 30 seconds once you learn it. So if you aren't registered, make sure you register so you can see that. Because how many times do we make a really cute card and then we don't have an envelope for it? So anyway, you can find me on all the socials if you guys want to connect with me over there. If you do crafting for business, I also have some things on the blog. Otherwise, I would say my first go-to thing that I love to do is to make cards. Like when I need a moment, when I need to disconnect from some things, I'm just going to go make a card and then I stick it in my drawer. So when I do need a card, I have one. So I could talk all day, but I digress. I'll just drink my coffee because I'm not done yet.
I was going to say, like, that folding envelope is perfect for like Joy users.
Oh yeah, that's
a lot
true.
of times they can't cut those envelopes, so
yeah, they could probably use it to do like a gift card envelope, but that would be about it. Yeah, it's so
get
quick.
a bigger piece of paper. I don't know.
Yeah.
Catherine, you're up.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Katherine from Katherine Learns Stuff. I've been blogging for, I don't know, like since 2019, I think, roughly. So about 6 years. I've transitioned into full-time about 2 years ago now, I think. And I do kind of all sorts of crafts. I do flowers and paper and vinyl and shirts and like, I don't know, you name it, sewing and woodworking. I kind of do all the crafts. But I think recently my go-to craft is like cards, just because I always need cards. I've got kids and they're constantly needing birthday cards or whatever cards. And so I'm constantly making cards. So I think that's kind of my go-to craft right now, and shirts. And for this summit, I don't know if I can get a good light. I've got too many lights on here, but this is the card that I made. I'm sorry that the lighting is bad, but it's a tunnel card and it's maybe, I don't know. Sorry, you're gonna have to watch my video to see the whole card because the lighting is really bright on that side, so you can't see the white there. But I think my presentation goes live tomorrow, so you have to check that out. And it's Foxes in a Winter Wonderland, I think is what it's called. And it's pretty fun to make. It's just a quick tunnel card for the holiday season. But be sure to check me out at katherinelearnstuff.com or follow me on YouTube. I'm really working to grow my YouTube page this year. That's kind of my goal. So if you like to watch videos about crafting stuff, check me out at Katherine Learns Stuff on YouTube as well. And that's all I got to say for myself for now.
Okay, so that is our gang. So, geez, if you've got questions, feel free to throw them in the chat, and Aaron, who's behind the scenes, will throw them up for us. What can we talk about, you guys? What's happening? What's your favorite, I don't know, trend right now with cards or crafting in general? Oh, and sorry, I do this a lot. I'm a random person. I wanted to point out for anybody who's a scan and cut user, because I know we have quite a few who have joined, and we don't have any scan and cut tutorials in the summit, but Debbie is a scan and cut person, and I have a few scan and cut tutorials as well. So if you're looking for help with scan and cut, she's a great resource. Anyway,
I need to do more videos with that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious what machine everybody who's watching has, or if they don't have one.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's start the chatter.
What is everybody's favorite machine? Who's here?
So I've got a Cricut Explorer Air 2, and it is currently on the fritz. So the door that opens, like the bottom door, won't stay down. So I have to like hold it down while I'm printing and cutting. So I think I might have to like take the machine apart this week.
Oh wow!
So I'm not excited about it, but I can't stand there and like force the door to stay down because it's like got some pretty good torque on it. It will not stay down. So I really gotta do something. But I can't buy a new machine. Like I just can't do it just yet. So that's my go-to machine, and so there might be a video next week on how to take your Cricut apart on my website.
I love the kitty. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Yeah. There's a cat.
I don't know if there's going to be a video to put it together,
So
there's a kitty.
Kitty.
Q&A with you, your cat showed up as well.
Yeah, this is they show up all the time. This is Sam. So Sam and Fred look almost identical, but they're not brothers. They're not related or anything like that. It's actually, but Fred is lying just over there in his little bed. He's having a nap there, so he'll probably wake up a little bit later and then come and walk around.
Oh, so cute.
There's a lot of people in the chat that use different versions of the Cricut. Cricut Maker, Cricut Explore, Cricut 3.
Yeah. I got the Maker 4, and I was really surprised how fast it was compared to the
Me
3.
too. I think every time I do a print and cut project, I'm just like, is this thing going to take off at any moment? Like, it gives me anxiety. I'm like, how are you getting the cuts this accurate if you're going that fast? I don't know.
I can't think about it. Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder if you could tape it down, like tape the door to the counter.
I'd have to use some
Kathy said your door
duct tape.
doesn't stay up. How do you use the large popsicle stick? Like just to keep it
Maybe
closed?
to
Prop it up? No, that makes sense.
stick it
Yeah,
down.
I suppose.
Maybe.
That's cool.
I also have a Caesar Romeo, and that one cuts really, really well. But it's huge, so I have to put it in the other room because then I don't have any room to craft. But I also have the little Joy on my shelf.
Yeah, my Joy lives on my desk right now. It's like my ScanNCuts, and I can't film with the ScanNCut unless I set things up special. But my Cricut Joy I can just pull out. It fits right here on my desk. If it fits on my desk, it works better.
Right. We don't have to get up, and then we can.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want to get up.
I started on my Silhouette Cameo 3, which is just here behind me, and like I don't think I'll ever get rid of her because she's like, you know, the OG machine that kind of got me into everything. And I still love using it for print and cut sometimes, as much as I love, you know, using my Cricut. But like, especially if I'm making one or two things, I love using my Silhouette because it's a lot easier to reuse the rest of the page on that machine than it is on the other ones. So
Yeah, that's true.
I like
I have
that one.
every machine.
Oh, me too.
Not really. My Cricut Joy Extra is my right here. That's my absolute go-to. I use that every day.
It's small enough, and that came out right after I got my Joy. Otherwise, I'd have it.
Yeah, I have both.
That's really
weird. Interesting. Faith says she has a Cricut Maker, but she had to replace the rollers, and now it keeps giving her a blue fault. Like my Maker, the roller, after 4 years or however long I had it, popped out of the little channel that it runs in. So now it doesn't work. So I got a Maker 4 to replace it, which super fast. I know you can like pull on the roller thing to like pull it back into the channel. I just haven't done it yet. I don't know. So I guess that must be a known thing.
Yeah, it's one of the known issues of that machine. And you can take it apart. There's lots of videos on YouTube on how to take it apart and like take the rollers off and then replace them with new rollers. You can buy new rollers on Amazon. They're not particularly expensive. But I mean, for me, I'm just like, if I take it apart, once I've put it back together, there's going to be like at least 1 or 2 screws on my desk. And I'm going to be like, I have no idea where those went. They weren't there before.
That is very interesting. What papers won't it cut, Bobby?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. That the Maker 4 won't cut.
Because now I have to try it.
I haven't really used my Maker 4 that much, so yeah.
I haven't either. I've enjoyed
You've got a Joy Extra and you haven't opened it yet. Well, come on.
What are you waiting for, Kay?
Okay, we hear that way too much, guys.
I know.
There's so many different tools. People say, I've got it in the box, but I haven't used it yet. I think most of these ladies would volunteer to walk you through and help you with it. I want to have them on my live stream. Seriously. It's like, show me what you got and we're going to play.
Yeah, true. Well, like
They are
some of these
intimidating.
crafty summits, the idea is to inspire you.
Yeah, get the thing out. Let's play.
Start using them. Because it's really fun and it's not
I
that
don't know.
hard.
I remember when I got my
It's
it was intimidating to open it. It sat in the box on the floor in the kitchen for like 2 weeks before my kids decided to open it for me. And I was like, all right, fine, I'm going to open this thing. So it can be intimidating.
Yeah.
Even like the Joy, when I got the Joy, like it's a smaller box, but it still comes like, wrapped like it's a house, right? It can be intimidating. So I can appreciate that you're kind of scared to open it, but you have to open it, right? Because then you're not going to.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think a lot of people also, a lot of people also are afraid to make mistakes, but like if you make mistakes, you learn something.
Oh,
Especially because
absolutely.
you're trying something new. Like if you think, I always say to people, like if you think about when the first time that you started walking, you didn't just, when you were a baby and you were born, you didn't just get up and start walking. Like you got up, you took a step or two and you fell, and you got up and you took a step and 3 and then you fell. Each time you learn something a little new, you learn something different. Or when you started driving, same process. You're going to make mistakes. Mistakes are how you learn. You're supposed to make mistakes because it means that you're having fun.
I also find that if I do something right the first time, I have to look it up to find out how to do it again.
Yeah.
Because I won't remember. If I mess up and I have to figure out how to do it right and what I did wrong and all the things, then I'm going to know it. It's going to stick in my brain. I think that's the way our brains are just designed to work. We remember more things from our mistakes than we do from, I did it right the first time.
That's true. I think that's really true. Yeah. And I am a huge fan of like making mistakes. It took me probably years and years and years to embrace making mistakes, but I have finally, and that's plus like just playing around is fun. If you have like some cheap materials that you just can just try cutting things with, I think that's the way to go because you learn a lot from that kind of thing.
I see Betsy also asked a question. Thank you for pinning it. So she asked, do I feed the cardstock from the back on my Epson? So yes, I do, but that's because my Epson is a rear feeding machine. Not all machines are, back feeding. And when I do use a slightly heavier cardstock, because my particular machine doesn't like the 300, anything above like 260 GSM, my machine's just like, it doesn't want to pull it in because it's not designed to take the higher grained grammage paper. I always put a little bit of pressure on it just for the rollers to grip, because if the rollers don't grip it immediately, then it'll print off the page and it won't print correctly. So when I am quite literally pushing the letter on my printer when it comes to printing the higher weights, I put a little bit of pressure, and if it doesn't grip in, then I know I can't print on that particular weight of cardstock. But some machines they load from the tray, and then those ones you generally also can't print on much higher GSM because they have to feed back. But I mean, it all depends on the printer. It's very printer specific.
Yeah, I have a Canon Pixma. It's like a crafter printer, and that I feed all the cardstock from the back. Just because, because then it's feeding down vertically as opposed to trying to pull it from the tray, and somehow that works better.
Yeah. No, it definitely does. I think it's also because it just goes like that through the printer, and it doesn't, try and flip it all the way over and then print it back and push it out in the front.
Exactly.
So it's just a lot easier. Ooh, Karen. There are millions of things.
We got you.
Lots of
Where do we begin?
I'll let Elena take that one.
Okay. Well, you can. So if you're a card maker and you have a cutting machine, or you don't and you're thinking about getting one, you can find out all about it. And so every day we have 6 free projects that you can watch and download the SVG for and download the instructions for, and hopefully be inspired to make and learn different things about how to make that kind of card in whatever software and machine the person's using, as well as we have quite a few who use like different materials or different techniques. Some are like techniques that are hard to do in Cricut or Silhouette. Like Kelly's doing a lot of print. Her project is available today, and it's print and cut, and foil. Use gold foil too. And then we have other people who use some like other materials that aren't related to machines. So things like inks or paste or embossing folders to add to SVG cards. So there's a wide variety of different types of cards and different methods that you can use on your cards to help inspire you. And it is all free. So that's all. So you just have to register for a ticket, and you'll get the email and with the schedule page, and there you can just go there and watch the 6 presentations for today. They are available until 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Then we'll have 6 more for tomorrow. And we have 6 more on Friday and 6 more on Saturday. And we also have live streams throughout. Like we have 3 live streams each day where we're doing little chats. This is the general chat, and then we have topical chats for the 2 later today. Plus, it's really fun, right?
And even if you're not an SVG user, if you're a card maker, if you're a scrapbooker, if you do any kind of paper crafting or even vinyl anything, this is going to give you inspiration. I go places and I'll see a sign on a friggin' wall and it'll give me an idea. I go outside and it's like, oh, look at all these pretty plants. And those give me ideas. So you can get inspiration from anywhere for any kind of artwork and crafting that you're doing.
Yeah, it'll just make you better at using your Cricut.
Yes.
Plus, there's giveaways. Don't forget to tell them there's giveaways.
Yes, giveaways.
Oh, right. Yes, giveaways. Oh, and so the daily VIP pass giveaway winner will be announced at the end, just so you know. And you don't have to be here to win. Okay, somebody's asking me what kind of printer did I mention? I have a Canon Pixma. I think it's a TS9500. It's like it's specifically for crafting.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
I found that out from Jen Swift.
Wow.
So I could probably
I drop it in the Facebook group for everybody too.
Yeah.
Grab a link to it for them.
I'll have to figure out where. Let me see which. Let me find my printers.
I put my printer upstairs in another room because I ran out of room. So annoying.
That's like
nice one to have, though. You ran out of room.
Way down there.
Yeah, I wish it was closer. Oh, that's funny. How many mats does everybody have? I don't even want to count.
I have so many. It's
how many do I have that are usable, or how many do I have that should be thrown away? Because this is two different numbers.
Yeah.
That is true. But I use my Joy Extra so much. I think I have 20 mats.
Too many. I used to wash them, but then I was like, I'm just gonna buy new ones. I don't have time to wash them because it's like you don't always get the same results after they've been cleaned. So I have like my dirty pile and my middle pile and my super clean pile, and then I kind of just cycle through them, and then I just get more. So my whole pile is here on the floor. There's a few clean ones left. I might have to go to Amazon and buy some more soon.
Pretty cheap on there usually. I think Donna wins. She said I think maybe like 100.
Oh God.
Yeah. Between all my machines, I might have. Well, I probably don't have quite that many. I have a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of like resticking your mats too.
Yeah.
Because I have videos on that, and, like for every machine, and because I just think like why. I don't like throwing it because it's like it's this huge piece of plastic. I don't like just throwing that out. So I really like hold on to them until they're so ripped up or damaged that I can't even use them anymore.
Yeah. Sometimes they just don't, I don't know, like they kind of almost get warped and then they don't cut as good, depending on what you're cutting. If it's just a big circle or whatever, it's fine. But those detailed things. Joyce has more than 50.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm getting a link to the printer, you guys.
Is your printer an ink tank printer or is it a cartridge printer?
It's a cartridge printer.
Okay.
Like little inkjet cartridges.
Okay. I actually I bought my printer about 2.5 years ago, and I've just bought new ink for it now. It should be arriving tomorrow. Like, it's actually crazy because it's an ink tank printer. And I print so much. I print a lot, and it's like all these things that I showed you. It's like the high full color graphics type stuff. And yeah, I love my ink tank printer. I've got the Epson L3150, but it's not in production anymore. But the one that I always like, the similar one that I always recommend is the I think it's a 2800. The Epson.
Well, that's the one that I've got.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It does really nice colors, and the ink lasts forever. I've had it filled, and I probably don't print as much as you, but I do a lot of printing. And I haven't had to fill it at all. And when I bought it, I got an extra whole set of colors, and I'm like, when I'm going to use these, like I'm never going to use this. But I've used like this much ink, and it just keeps going. So it's fantastic.
Yep. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And the colors are awesome too. I'm like, how could you go wrong? So
I agree.
Ooh, somebody wants to know, how do you clean your mats?
Dishwashing soap.
Dishwashing soap. I use the green Dawn. Is it Dawn? Whatever. Yes, I think it's Dawn. The green Dawn, and I have like a scrub brush, and I go
gently
all around it.
Gently.
Well, it depends on how much gunk there's on there.
Fair. But I had somebody comment on one of my videos on how to clean a mat just yesterday. They were saying that they scrubbed too hard and they scrubbed all of the adhesive off, and I was like, oh no. I mean,
that's when you restick it. That's just an opportunity to restick it.
Yeah.
But I find too, like I have an industrial sink here in my workspace because I make a big mess, and I put the mats in there to like soak them first to like get them nice and
Ooh, that's a good
and
idea.
then it comes off really nicely with all the soap.
Mm.
And the
Joyce
stick
also said, yes, yeah. Joyce also said she uses baby wipes. I've also used I've actually got baby wipes like at my.
Yeah, when you don't want to take it to the sink.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Water, I spray a bottle of water that's always at my desk and just wipe it down. It's like, okay, let's try to get the glitter and embossing powder that kind of sticks to everything off of there, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll use a lint roller. Like if you've got really little pieces on there, that works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Normally I just toss it aside and forget about it.
Do we find that the mats for the Cricut Joy Extra are a little wide? No, I haven't had that problem.
Mine does the little hook thing at the back. So some of them I've heard they like when the mat feeds backwards, it hooks and then it bends the mat a little bit.
Yeah.
So mine does that.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world. I just kind of bend it back and then it's fine after a while. It's a little annoying because of that noise, but it's not too damaging.
It's like clicking while it's cutting, and you're like, "What is that?" Yeah, mine does it too, where it like bends the corners. Although it only does it on some of them, not all of them. But
it's so weird.
Yeah,
maybe the pressure. Like if you're using a high, I don't know. I've never actually, gone through like the troubleshooting list to try and figure out why it does that. But yeah, it just does it eventually with some of them.
Yeah, weird. How do I restick the mats? Oh, am I asking myself?
That's what I was wondering. I think it's Aaron.
I use Zig glue, like the really thick one. That's it's like that wide. I could probably grab it. So I tape off the edge of the area, like the grid, with blue tape, and then I go over it with the Zig 2A glue. So the Zig 2A glue, if you let it dry clear, it's a restickable adhesive. Yeah. So just let it dry clear, remove your tape, and then you're good to go. And just don't do too much.
Yeah. I've done a couple of different things, and it's been years since I've done one on my ScanNCut because I don't use it often enough to actually need to do it again. One thing that I did one year was I used some, y'all are going to think that this is stupid, and I know it, but I wound up using some contact paper that I glued down with the sticky side up onto the surface of my big old ScanNCut mat, and it worked great. You don't want to use clear. Clear is what you're going to think you need to use. I couldn't see through it, and it wound up, my blade wound up cutting through it and cutting cutting the adhesive, that the entire sheet of the contact paper wound up coming off because I wound up cutting it out of it accidentally, because the ScanNCut's also got the auto blade that thought it was supposed to cut all the way through.
Right.
And I couldn't see that it was done. It's like, what the heck? But when I did it with like a brown, I could see it, and it didn't go through all the way, and I didn't have a problem with it. So, but that's been at least 3 years since I did that. So Elena's, her idea is better. It's going to work better. And of course it's going to rub off over time, but you're going to be able to restick it again. And it is cheaper than buying a new one.
But your contact paper method is incredible when it comes to working with leather, working with faux leather, working with
I have
fabric.
seen where people have actually cut smaller pieces and used those not as a permanent solution to your mat, not to leave it on the whole time, but been able to use it for it to be able to stick to some of the things that don't really stick as well to your mat.
Or not even that. I mean, it's just like when you're
cutting. Is it just where it's more delicate?
And leather and things like that. It's they leave all the fibers on the mat.
That's
and
true.
It makes your
then
mat
you can just
so
pull up
dirtier so quick. Exactly. You can just remove the
contact
paper or transfer tape. I sometimes just use transfer tape.
And of course, I'm cheap and don't do a lot of it, so I wind up using contact paper for transfer tape.
Yeah, I mean,
so it just depends on what you're using. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you make me feel smart. Because she said I did it right, even though I was thinking, I don't know about this.
No.
But yeah, that's the pen that that she was talking about. Yeah.
So it's got this like
any of the two-way glues are going to work great, but Zig is supposed to be one of the best. I don't know if I've even got any of that anymore.
I have used
because I used it all.
Cricut mats, ScanNCut mats, and silhouette mats. Works on all of them.
Mm.
So
good to know.
Ruth
Yeah,
wants to know, can you
sunny
use the
days.
contact paper before the mat is ruined to keep it lasting longer? I think yes,
I
right?
don't think so.
That's the best way. Yeah. I
So
mean, I
can
don't know
you
if
use that-
I honestly don't know if I would use it for like everyday use when it comes to like cutting cardstock and vinyl and things like that, because I mean, that just to me seems like a lot of extra effort.
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
You probably don't have a lot of free time either. Does the contact paper thing work with felt?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That
Okay.
does.
Okay.
Let's try felt.
Okay. Yeah, I just finished a die cut felt project. I have to show you.
Oh yeah, Fergus. You did
I just finished Fergus yesterday on a live stream. Here's my Halloween Fergus. All die
cool.
cuts, Spellbinders dies, but I'm now wanting to do a little bit more. They had so much fun stitching with me live. It's like I wasn't even talking about this. I was just talking. But it was so much fun that I kind of think I want to do more. And if you can do that with, I hadn't even thought about using my my scan and cut for that. Why do you have to do this to me? I don't have time to do all these projects.
I ordered those dies.
Anytime.
Like I can't wait to. So how
But
is
isn't
how
he
big is
cute?
Debbie?
To-do list keeps growing.
The hat is
He's adorable.
3.5 inches, I think. So
So he's like 6.
I'm putting him down on my mat so I can see how tall he comes. So he comes to about 7 inches
Oh,
from
nice.
the bottom to the top. You do need something really weird, though. I have never heard of this before, and I didn't know it was a crafting supply until I actually went to the pet store and they're used to it. You in order to make him so he's heavier in the bottom, y'all probably already know this. I just didn't. You get something called lizard litter. It's ground up walnut shells that they use for lizard cages, and that's what you put in the bottom of it with the rest of your fiberfill. So it's heavier at the bottom, and he stands up.
Oh, funny.
Interesting.
I had no idea, but it was on the video, the instruction video for it. Of course, I have to look at that to see. Okay, I want to make sure I'm doing all of the things right. But he's so cute. Okay, there he is.
So cute.
I mean,
I have a second one.
I wonder how much cheaper that is than using like polyfill beads, because you get.
Well, it depends on if
beads.
polyfill bead. Well, I got a humongous bag. I'm never going to need it again. It was like $20, and I wound up being able to fill 2 of the really big Ziploc storage bags with it. How much did you think? I think it came into like, I don't remember how big it is. How much would you think my bag of litter weighs? Maybe lizard litter. When I told Todd I was going to the store to get it, he thought I said lizard glitter.
Well, that could be cool.
So now I have this one's up. This one's my Christmassy one. Yes,
So cute.
my little Christmassy
No, I love
one.
them. They're so cute.
Yeah.
He's
I
adorable.
could glue the hats on, but you know what? I think I probably want to make additional hats and coats and stuff for them. But they turned out so cute. But now I know. Okay, now I need to use my scan and cut to make other things.
Well, that's like okay. So here's my project.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
love yours.
sewing.
It's so
Oh, you did
cool.
stitching on
I
it.
did stitching because I love those I love the spellbinder
stitch dies, yeah.
stitch cards, and so I was like, I'm gonna figure out how to do this with my machine. So I did. So now
So
when I
cool.
saw the Fergus, I was like, I gotta figure out how to do that with the machine with felt.
Yeah.
And I just like the idea of
Well,
it. so
and
it
you
makes
don't
sense.
actually have to have. Okay, stand up. Thank you. Yes, I talked to Fergus. You don't actually have to have the holes punched in there to do the stitching. There is a new die coming out like this month. It's Pooh Bear, and there's no holes punched. You just do the blanket stitch all the way around with batting in the middle. So you can basically take any shape. Let's say some of the things we did for the cards, make them big enough, put a piece of batting in the middle, cut 2 of them out of felt, and stitch them together.
No, that's true.
I'm thinking I could do that with my card, which was this one. I could do at least the pot. I could do the pot, and then that would be so cute.
Cool.
That would be
But
cute.
of course, it takes longer than just gluing paper together.
Yeah.
But
That's
that's a
what I
good
will do at
couch. That's a
night.
good couch
I will
project.
do. What? So Kate wants to know, what do we mean by contact paper? Somebody explain what contact paper is.
Shelf liner.
Yeah.
It's shelf liner. I think it's just that old school, what the brand that we used when we were kids, or our parents did to line all the shelves and stuff, was from Contact brand. Yeah, shelf liner.
Well, the back has like the color on it, the instructions. You would line
And it's a cheap vinyl. It's basically a cheap vinyl.
So it's good for lining cheap things like boxes and things
Yes.
you want to use.
Or walls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so the thing
it
with-
makes it easier to keep everything nice and clean, but you don't expect it to last forever. Not
so
like
with the
permanent
contact,
vinyl.
Yeah, exactly. So with the contact paper, you would put it color down,
Yes.
adhesive side up, so that the stuff that you're sticking to still sticks to the adhesive on the contact paper.
And put the
but
release paper
contact
back
paper just-
over the top of it so it stays sticky.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, Sandy, you want to know what address did the daily emails for the summit come from? They come from hello@cardmakingwithsvgs.com.
Awesome.
If you have Gmail, look in your promotions tab. If you have any other account, look in spam, junk, trash, whatever. They often get rerouted there because it is coming. It's like a blast email that goes to all 8,000 people who are, signed up for this. So sometimes your email will reroute it into spam, thinking it's, stuff you don't want to see. And there are issues with some of the older email service providers like AOL, Yahoo, Earthlink, Hotmail. Those like to really, really hide them, or even just not even show them to you at all. In which
I'm
case
always
you
going
may-
through my Gmail spam.
Yeah.
They're always putting stuff in there.
Yeah.
They're getting
At least
better, I think,
twice a week.
lately, but I always have to go through because I lose things. So if you email me and I don't answer, it's probably in my spam.
Yeah. I mean,
You know
my
what else I
Gmail. Oh, go ahead, Catherine. We're both trying to be nice.
All right.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
All right, I'll go first. I find too though, like with some of the emails, like with Gmail, for example, sometimes I'll get an email that you sent this morning at 9, and I won't get it till 5 in the afternoon. So it gets like lost in the ether of the internet, and so it's just like floating around trying to find where it's supposed to go. So sometimes I find like with summits, the emails they're out there, they just haven't made it yet. So it's not like instant like it's supposed to be. So that also
That's
happens
so
with
weird.
emails.
So if you didn't get it, just email the email that they dropped in the chat.
That's right.
Okay, Sandy's saying that she's checked all of them, and she still hasn't gotten it.
Well,
Weird.
Yeah, I think-
the email or hello at, there you go.
Yep.
And we will look at if we can determine what's going on. The problem is sometimes we'll look and it says it's been delivered, and then
Yeah.
you go look for it and you can't find it, and there's not a lot we can do. But we have PDF versions of the emails, so we can at least send you like the PDF so you have all the links for today and things like that.
Okay, she sent an email. Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, Sandy, by the way.
My husband will answer you.
Tina's
Yeah, what's
smart.
so
She said she bookmarked the page to go to every morning.
Oh,
So
that's a good idea.
Absolutely.
As long as you have the
Absolutely.
schedule page, you're good.
Yeah.
Like you can pretty much get to everything from that.
Yeah.
Yes,
emails-
Ruth. Ruth says, will these live streams stay on YouTube? Live streams are forever.
So they're on
I
my
go back
Twitch,
and
you
watch
guys
them
can
later
feel free.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And hi,
emails
Ruth,
can
by
be
the way.
really weird at sometimes. When people reply to my emails, even when they're replying from a Gmail address, they go into my spam folder. Like I don't understand how that works. Like
get
you
that.
just have a regular hello@gmail.com and it goes into my spam folder. I'm like, this is not spam. So I like check my spam folder. Like
I
at least
think
two
they
times.
think that Gmail is spam. That's what's weird. And it's
But I'm
also weird that
using Gmail.
sometimes
That's
I wind up getting notifications at times saying that so many of the, XYZ emails didn't get to go to the person because it wound up getting rejected on the other end. And then sometimes it's like a week later. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, how am I supposed to help these people if I sent out an email and I don't know that it didn't go? What's weird is I have less problems sending directly from my Gmail account routed through my other email, but less trouble with that than things that I send directly from Flowdesk. I can reply straight from my email and it's fine. But sometimes some of the emails that go through my Flowdesk will get blocked on the other end. So weird. I have no idea. They're trying to protect people, but sometimes it's a pain.
Yeah.
Tech is great until it's not. I say that a lot because tech is tech, right?
Donna asks, Catherine, how do you balance all the different crafts that you do? That's a good question.
So,
I'd like to-
So what I've started to do now, I've learned this, right? Catherine learns stuff. That's what we're calling it, right? But I actually batch it. So like before the summer vacation I took off with my kids, I was sewing. I sewed like 30 projects. Only 10 of them made it to the blog. The other ones were a bit of a disaster. But I'll batch it, right? So I did all sewing projects. And it was like sewing. And then I moved over to shirts, and I did shirts. And then I did some woodworking. Total disaster. That didn't go So those ones didn't make it to the blog. But I do it in batches, right? So like if I'm pulling out my whatever tools for whatever type of project I'm doing, then that's what I'm working on for the next like 6 weeks. And so that kind of keeps it like clustered together. And same thing with paper projects. If I'm doing paper and I'm pulling out my Cricut and I'm somehow holding that door open, which isn't staying open, I'm just doing all of it at once. I'm doing 15 projects through the machine at once, and then I'm working my way through them, and then I move to the next thing. Because I find too, though, like I like to craft, but I'll get bored of paper, and I'll get bored of vinyl, I'll get bored of sewing. So I'm like, I need something different. So like, okay, I did 6 weeks of this. Next, what's happening next? So I try to batch it like that, and that way it's not so like boring. I mean, on my website, I guess sometimes it's like sewing, paper, wood. But like, it's just the way that it turns out.
It's also a great use of your time and space.
It is.
Because every time I want to do an artist-free iron-on ink sublimation project, I have to pull out my bin and find the inks and stuff I want to use, and then find the blank. I have to find all the things. Yeah. Where I do so much paper and so much card making, I've got all my card making stuff right here. But I've basically got like 4 big bins of nothing but sublimation stuff. And then I put them in the back, and then I don't touch them again until it's time to use them again. Yeah. So it's difficult to keep. I can't keep everything in this room, and I'm driving my husband crazy because this is his workspace too. Oh. By the way, for those guys who know me, the Todd is sitting behind me. So he's working at his.
You're leaning over there asking him about.
I'd say, "Oh, honey, yeah. Oh, they can't see your foot, honey." Yeah, we're in Florida, so we're in shorts, no shoes. So now you can see his foot.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. They love getting to see his legs. He does have really nice legs, though. But yeah, I share the space with him. He's got 2 desks. I've got 1. It's like, I kind of invaded his space, but he says I can't have a craft room because he'd never see me.
No, that's probably true.
Oh, it's definitely true.
So it's nice he wants to see you. That's sweet.
Elena says it's nice he wants to see you. That's sweet. He just laughed. And we're both easily amused, so yeah, at least he tolerates me, right?
I'm impressed that you can batch stuff like that, Catherine. Like, so
I know, that's amazing.
What you're doing, like you can make 6 projects and have them all ready to go and make. Like I'm so by the seat of my pants.
It was a learning experience. Someone told me years ago when I started that I should batch stuff. I'm like, oh, you're full of it, right? But I'm like, no, this is the way to do it because it's just like, then I can focus on other things, right? I can like get all this stuff done at once. And then I'm like, okay, now I can have like a break. And I have kids. So my kids are always sick or going to doctors or have sporting events. So now I can actually like do it all. Whereas before I was like rushing to do one project at a time. And then I was like cleaning up my sewing and pulling up my my paper. And then I was pulling up my heat press. And I was like, it just doesn't work that way. So
like I said, using your space better. Yeah. So plus, if you think about it, that's what every business does. They've got different departments that do different things so that they're able to batch process whatever it is that they're doing. So every company that wants to be productive has to do it in batches. That's the best way to get a lot done.
Well, thanks for making me feel guilty, what my Debbie.
One does.
Oh, yes.
I saw the question come up, so I pulled up my stuff.
What events do you guys have coming up? Debbie, what events do you have coming up?
Well, there's this. This is this summit and all the live streams and all the stuff. But we've got the the Holiday Crafts Summit put on by Bet, I believe she's also in the summit here. Yep. That's coming up on the 16th. Stress-free card maker success. Stress-free card maker. Stress-free card making summit is coming up on the 17th, and then next month, I kind of went overboard with the summits because they're so fun. I've got the Fall Scrapbooking Fun Summit coming up on November 5th, the SVG Card Crafter Summit coming up on November 14th, and the Elves Workshop Summit coming up on the 18th. So we got a lot of summits coming up over the next couple of months. You're going to have lots of things to look at, not just mine, but everybody else that's in the summit. So for you guys, I'm just letting you know there's a lot of summits coming up, meaning you're going to have a lot of inspirational opportunities over the next 2 months to get your last minute stuff done for Christmas. Just
Debbie,
saying.
I just want to say I am in like all of those summits with you, and I did the exact same thing. I way overbooked one of the summits, and you're listing them off. I'm like, yep, I got that one, I got that one, I got that one. It's just, but there's so many coming up.
Exactly. And then in the middle of it, we're trying to get all of our other stuff done.
Yeah,
I still have
to play.
I still have one of those summits that I still have to record for.
I've got 3 I still need to record for.
Patricia wants the names of all the summits in this chat. I can do that while y'all are doing other things, unless Erin actually remembered all the things that I said, because I kind of rattled them off fast.
I'm glad you have those dates, because I'm in those too. I'm not.
I have my Notion pulled up. So
and Terry Johnson has hers is a cut above summit, and that happens next week.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that one was coming up too.
I had to bow out of Stress Free because I just couldn't do them all. Because I've got 2 more projects still due.
So Black Sheep said nope. So I'm thinking that means Erin did not have the name. So I'm gonna go ahead and start typing them in.
Kelly, tell us what you're in. Tell us what's happening.
Okay, cool. So I also but I'm at like the tail end of all of my summits. So I've only got a couple coming up, which is quite a relief because it's been crazy for the past couple of weeks. I know that you guys can all relate. So obviously there's the, this amazing card making with SVGs summit. And then next week is Crafting for Profit Camp. So for those of you that are, selling your crafts or anything like that, it's a great summit camp because, it teaches you a lot about marketing, email, like a lot of not the crafty side necessarily. I mean, there are some crafty side videos, but it's more like the other side of stuff that we don't often get to hear about. So people that actually have craft businesses are doing events and speakers. What do you call them? Now I'm the one that can't find my words. Workshops, that's the word, on like helping you to build up your craft business and make more money from your crafting. And then very soon we have the holiday adventure, which I'm ridiculously excited for. And I'm actually still busy working on some of my free designs because I kind of went a little overboard. I think that's just me.
We do that.
We do that. Like I just get so caught up in designing fun stuff that I'm just like, I have to design more. And then in November, it's the Cricut Card Summit, the SVG. No, that's the Cricut Cards. Yeah.
The SVG Card Crafter Success Summit put on by Brandy Mahon.
That one.
Yes.
And then I only have ones next year, which I'm not sure I'm allowed to say it yet anyway. So like I said, I'm at the tail end of my summits at the moment.
Okay, who's next? Oh, I just want to comment. Yeah, I'm in Cricut Crafting Adventure too, and I am so I have my dream vacation is to go on a tour of all those European craft markets, Christmas craft markets, and that's the theme for that summit. So, oh my God, so cool. Anyway,
that would be so fun. Other than it'd be
like
cold.
A river cruise.
I don't like the cold, but that would be so fun.
Yeah,
because
I'm Christmas insane. Anyway, Chelly, what are you doing?
This is actually my last summit of the year, and my next one's not till February. But I am doing a crafternoon with 3 other ladies, and we're doing home decor crafts, and we're calling it Be Thankful. There's watercolor, iPad crafts, home decor crafts, so that's fun. You can find it on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. That one's free. And then October 13th, I'm hosting a workshop if you are a craft business owner. So make sure you're over on my email list so that you can get that one. Otherwise, I do have an SVG sale going on if you are in my SVG club. So that's over on the website too. But yeah, that's about all I have going on right now. I took a break and it feels good.
Cool. I can't wait. Like I'll be done with all my projects like at the end of October, I think, and I'll have a break for a little bit. So, Katherine, what's on your agenda?
All right, so I'm part of this whole summit group that everyone's been mentioning. So there's the Holiday Craft Summit, there's the Scrapbook Fun Summit, there's the SVG and Cricut Card Summit, Success Summit, or I think there's another one or two that I don't have listed here. Those ones are all coming up before December, so I think there's like 5 more coming up. There's a lot of summits, and I'm not even remotely ready for most of them. I still have to like design a bunch of other projects for those. I'm a little bit behind on those. But I also do, for anyone who hasn't met me before, every week on my YouTube channel, I do a crafting unscripted with me, and we craft together. And some weeks are a complete disaster. 2 weeks ago did not work out at all. But we just do crafts on the fly. So it's not like these polished videos that you see on our YouTube channels where everything works out perfectly the first time and it's all pretty lights and colors and stuff. This is like real crafting.
Seat of your pants crafting.
Yeah, so it's crafting and scripted because it's not scripted. We just like do whatever I've got on my sort of brain that day. So I do that every Thursday at 12:15 on my YouTube channel. So it's a free class. It's fun. And hey, Barbara, nice to see you. I'm glad you're here too. And we do it every week. And then every month I also have a live crafting with Katherine, which is an actual like project. I give you a file. You have like, I've already made the project, so I know it's going to work out. And there's a whole bunch of like, it's a big hoopla, right? It's typically about an hour and a half. And that's a paid event that comes through my shop. But for example, if you purchase the VIP tickets for this summit, you get free access to my December craft, which will be most likely a Christmas craft because it's right before Christmas. But with those, you always get a bunch of SVG files. You get probably like this month I did a freebie. You got a free shirt design. And then there's some other stuff there as well. So those are always fun. So I've got one coming up. My next one for October is I think next Wednesday. So I should probably make sure I'm ready for that one. But I've got one every month. I've got one, and it's like an hour and a half of just crafting with me on an actual project that's like figured out beforehand. And then Thursdays is my crafting unscripted, where we just kind of be silly with crafting. That's all I got.
Cool. That's plenty. We all got plenty going on.
Yeah.
Oh, just so I could add this to the chat, but the Cricut Crafting Adventure is happening October 24th through the 26th. If anybody wants to know about that one. And then Jav Sid she usually does like little small summits for like gifts and business, and she's got a holiday one coming up in November.
I think it's the same week as the Scrapbook Fun Summit. I think it's the same days, or is it maybe the same days as the SVG Summit? Because I had to decline for that one because I didn't want to have 2 at the exact same time. So it's either one of those 2 days where her other summit is.
And if Jav was supposed to be here this morning, but she could not make it. She's in Australia, so the time difference is pretty insane. So if anybody's wondering where she is. All right, well, that's a lot. And we've basically spent an hour now chatting. It's been really fun, though.
Yes. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks for being here. And thanks, everybody, for coming along with us and asking questions.
It's been fun. It has been a lot of fun. And I learned more things. Y'all gave me more projects to do, though. Stop it.
You're welcome. Well, job security there, Debbie.
I know, right? I just need more time in every day and more days in every week. That would help, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. I keep asking, and nobody's giving me any of their time.
What I do is I just have the projects, and then they're already ready for next year. So, like, I work on Halloween projects up until Halloween. And then, like, right now, I'm still editing last year's Halloween project.
Oh, now that is actually a wonderful idea. My only problem is most of mine are design team things. So I've got a set timeline. Like today is October 1st. On October 1st, we have all of the we get to reveal the new club kits from Spellbinders. So that's what I'm going to be doing during my live coming up in probably 20 minutes or something. So, and before I come back and hang out with you again, I get to hang out with you again at 1.
Great.
You're going to have laryngitis by the end of the day.
We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be so much fun.
All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here. And then I'm going to announce the daily VIP pass winner. And if anybody has any general questions about Summit, I can take those at that time too.
And I want to answer something real quick, though. Jean wanted to know how to find out how to make Fergus. My channel is Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and some of my recent live streams have got where I've been making Fergus. It is real-time stitching, and it's over, was it 5 or 6 different live streams? So I'd say look at what you want to look at and scan through until you get to the part that you want. But I'm there. Also, the Spellbinders website does have the instructions there and has got instructional videos there if you don't want to just sit and watch me stitch and talk. But it is there, and you're more than welcome to come and hang out with us at any of my live streams. And same thing for all these other ladies. I know that they all go, I think everybody goes live, and they love having new people come and hang out. We are building our crafty families.
Yeah, if you go on the Meet the Speakers page, you can learn all about these ladies today if their project isn't available for you to learn about them that way.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.
We'll see you. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thanks for having
guys.
us. Bye, everybody.
Okay, guys, now you're stuck with me. All right, so every day I'm giving away a VIP pass to this summit. So you can enter that giveaway by going on the giveaways page. And you only have to enter once if that puts you in the drawing for all 4 days. So today is the first winner. So let me find it. I turned over my pages here to get to the crafting adventure. Okay, so today's winner is Penny. Your email starts with PEN50. So I will email you today to let you know that. If you are already a VIP pass holder, I'll refund your money. Or I will just, if you're not, I will just give you one. So yay, Penny. Thanks for entering. And we'll have another one tomorrow morning at the 10 a.m. live stream. So if anyone has any questions, let me know. I will let you know again that you can grab your free ticket, as it says on here, if you don't have one already, at cardmakingwithsvgs.com. That will get you the welcome email that will give you the links to all the pages that you need in order to get into the free presentations for today, especially. And if you need help, the email is hello@cardmakingwithsvgs.com. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. It's been really fun. We have another one coming up at 1 p.m. where we are talking about favorite card making tools, I believe. So that should be fun if you're a beginner or a more advanced crafter. Ooh, and Elaine just ordered the Canon printer. Wow, thanks. I really like that printer. It's really, really nice. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. It's been super fun. I had to go get some more coffee. So hopefully I'll see you guys at 1. Thanks.